Hello to all you geeks and degenerates out there, and welcome back to our video. And today,
I tried to.
okay. Should I just commit it to the hair thing?
No, it's fine. Let's keep going.
Yes.
It's in the bloopers anyway.
Damn it. Okay, today I am your host, John, and today I'm joined by Enzo, and today we are doing The Grudge. And it's been, how long has it been since this thing has released?
It was released
probably around 12 years ago?
Yeah.
12 years ago. 12 to 13 years ago.
More like 17, actually. Yeah.
17 years ago. Fuck, I can't do that. Anyway.
That's fine.
Yes, today we are doing The Grudge. And Enzo, what were your thoughts when you first went into The Grudge? Or like, when you were a kid, did you ever see this? Did your mother or sister like ever like put it on the DVD player and just scared the shit out of you?
The earliest memory I have of it is like every time it was on Star Movies or HBO, I would just quickly change the channel because the movement of the girls is too creepy for me. But as time went on, it honestly kind of got less scary. And like watching the movie, I was like, I'm kind of bored for some of it.
Really though?
Yeah.
When you rewatched it for this video?
Yeah.
Really?
The last time I saw it is like I was in second year college, so like it's been a while. But like watching it again, I was like, man, I'm kind of bored.
Last time I saw it was like I was probably 8 or 9, and my sister and brother would like on Halloween they would always have like the neighborhood kids just pile up in our living room, and we would have a TV on, and there was always be like a horror movie. Well, I would say I watched it, but mostly I had my back. I was like leaning against my brother's back, just listening to the sounds, because I really couldn't take this movie. I was a big scaredy cat back in the day. But around like 2016 or 2017, that's when I started fully watching like scary movies that I couldn't watch before because I was too scared. And this is one of them. And kind of like it brings me back to memory lane because when I was a kid, Halloween, watch scary movies, watch more like listening. But yeah, I mean, for me, this movie's close to my heart because, again,
memory lane.
very direct. Pretty much memory lane. But yeah, and surprisingly, I didn't know it was directed by Sam Raimi.
Or produced by Sam Raimi.
Produced by Sam Raimi.
Yeah.
Sorry, I was like, damn, Shazam. Anyway.
Up and away web. That's for another video.
Yeah. I gotta say, the opening for this though, I did not expect it when I first watched it again, like fully watching it, where this poor caretaker. I swear, like I was like, oh, this girl's kind of cute, and there's like kind of puberty. I was like, wow, she's cute. Oh god, she's dead.
I guess at the end of that. This scene is cool, but it kind of leads into one of my problems, is that the music kind of cues you in. I'm like, here comes a jump scare. It's like, oh, okay. But the movement of the girl is creepy. It's like, god damn, that is kind of scary.
Yeah. I have yet to watch the original Ju-on film. Yeah, that's what they call it. It's Ju-on, not The Grudge. And I don't know. I really want to know more of the backstory on it. I watched enough like what was this YouTube essays on this fucking movie, but I still do want to watch the first one. And they said that this one was not as good compared to the Japanese version, which I am very interested in watching.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah, but yeah, I know what you mean. Did you watch it with headphones or did you watch it like on the screen?
I watch it with these earphones on my computer.
Did you hear the like clicking sound, like it goes from ear to ear?
Yeah. That was like, really cool. I was like, oh, that's...
Yeah, I was like, that's why I gotta give the composer for this movie. I was like, I'm unsettled. Yeah. Okay. Because it was like very like opposite of ASMR.
Yeah.
Like, I kind of like this feeling, but knowing the context of what I'm about to see, I don't like this feeling.
But yeah,
But yeah,
um, like the only character I really like is Karen, who's Buffy the Grudge
the vampire,
Slayer in this
Buffy
one.
the Spirit Slayer.
Yeah.
I mean, that's what she tried to do, and later on in the movie, but we'll get there.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, so like, any gripes with like any of the actors in this movies, like
Uh,
actors or actresses?
when it comes to the acting, not really. They all did their job really well, especially Buffy, Sarah Michelle Gellar. I thought she was really good in the movie.
Hmm.
She gave a good performance, and the Japanese actors too gave a pretty good performance, especially the actress for The Grudge. She just the makeup and everything, how they did that was just totally up the creep factor of me. To where sometimes in the movie, like I think it was the pacing that was like
Hmm.
I'm kind of not feeling it. But like when she every time the Grudge appears, like all right, let's go.
Uh, well, I gotta say, the this movie didn't really do a really good job at like immersing me into the world.
Hmm.
I was interested in the story and the backstory, and he has a really good premise, but I was not interested. Like, I didn't even like. Sometimes I would forget that they're in Japan.
Yeah.
Like, they're it's like it's not enough Japanese people in this movie. Like,
Yeah, this thing is like for things centered about a Japanese creator, sure. I like the fact they're focusing on a white person.
yeah, it's like the Americans invaded Japan, and it's about them.
I do like the very beginning of where they give the context of why the spirit is the way it is, that it dies through with rage
Uh,
in it, or dies in a very violent way, and the spirit just still lingers there.
it's like a stain where
Yeah,
you can't really remove, and it clings on to anybody and everybody.
yeah,
And the backstory of the Ju-on house was actually that if anybody sets foot in there, it doesn't matter who or how long, you are cursed.
mm,
Like, you've seen the amount of detectives that went in to the house. You saw the four people went in with the old lady and the two couples and the sister. Everybody there is gonna die. Doesn't
mm.
matter. Everybody there is gonna die prematurely, especially the detective. I mean, oh yeah, he did that. But yeah, any person like paramedics or a fireman who would go in there, they would all die. I watched the Ju-on series that was on Netflix. Pretty interesting to watch. Not that great, but it does fill you in the backstories of like how many people have died in this house. It's not just it's not just the first Japanese family with the abusive dad and
Mm.
yandere mother.
Uh,
But yeah.
we gotta give it to that real estate agent though. After seeing the boy in the bathtub, I was like, yes, I'll still sell this house.
I hate this. I hate this. That one scene where they're like the mom just like staring at the corner,
Hmm?
and then you're like, "Mom, are you okay? Are you okay?" I think that's the point where I know my mom very well, and if she starts staring into a corner into oblivion as we set foot into this house, I'll be like, "Something's wrong. We gotta get out."
Hmm.
But no, you're like, "Are you okay, Mom? Hold up, I'll talk to the real estate agent. We'll take it." I was like, "What? Why?"
Um,
And and to be honest, I got a little bit confused. I thought the couple that died there. I thought that was the couple at the beginning where the guy just
hmm.
you know,
Leans over, like, I guess he's
lean.
dead.
Damn, you could have just damn. I, yeah, I didn't get that part. Like I didn't. This is what I like about this movie. Like there are a lot of things that that happen, but they don't explain yet, and
Yeah,
then they put it into a flashback. I like the flashback sequence. I like how seamless it was. Sure,
yeah.
you don't. At some points, you don't know that it is a flashback, so you do get a bit confused. But if you're paying attention, you kind of get it. But it is smooth. It is like you get the message and what happened to these people who went into the house or experienced anything in the house. I still feel bad for you. What's her name? Yoko.
For,
Because she had her jaw removed and her jaw's just like right there. I'm like,
Um,
Because it makes you think. When she met that one guy from the Spider-Man movies, who was like the intern, I don't know, like assistant of Jane Jonah Jameson, um, and he sees Yoko without her jaw. Like, is she a ghost or was she alive at that time?
um, the other character that gave me the creeps was the cat boy, the meow boy.
Uh, Toshio.
Yeah,
Yeah.
especially the one scene where the dad's in the living room and he's like, "Where's the cat sound coming from?" And then the boy turns and goes, "Meow." Like, oh, that's kind of creepy.
I don't know why, but in my head, like, if ever that ever happened to me, I would have just went, "Fuck you."
We
I don't
do
think I would
not
have been
condone
able to.
violence against kids, but yes, I
No, we
understand.
don't. But if a kid starts doing the meowing sound and is like disappearing and appearing and pushing a dead hanging body against a wall, I'm a Deca kid.
Some of the scares for me were kind of funny, like that one woman in the hotel or like the apartment complex where she's out of her house and just like hears the grudge sound in the phone and she goes back to bed and then there's something in the blankets and then the grudge goes peekaboo and then she gets sucked into the blankets. Like that's kind of funny. But this
Oh,
is
she got was this Freddy Krueger?
yeah, like because it's paid like what's under my blanket, boo, and then sucked
Okay,
in.
no, I don't like that scene because again, these are our comfort zones. They're like, oh, if we hide it underneath the blanket, the serial killer won't kill us.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Sure.
but this time it's like underneath, like, oh my god. I don't know. I find that scene scary for me because like I like being underneath my blanket, but I'm scared, and now I
Yeah.
don't.
Like for me, the really terrifying scenes happen towards the end, where it's like, oh fuck, that is very scary. Where do you want to get to that yet, or do you want
Which one?
to
Which one?
the last act?
No, we'll get there later.
Yeah.
But I do like the scene where you just see flashbacks or like little cuts, little short like stories of everybody who has stepped foot in the house. The Grudge started murking. Like the Grudge is very good at multitasking
Very
because she
good.
was murking these people at the same fucking time. Like, wow, good on you, Grudge. I like the dedication to the
And
curse.
she has a backstory of where she was obsessed with
Obsessed, yeah.
this husband of another lady.
Bill Pullman. Like,
Yeah, yeah.
damn.
And then when her husband finds out, it's like, oh shit, you're in trouble now. And what
Yeah.
happens to her is like, God damn, that's hard to watch.
I gotta ask though, like, did Karen like tell the wife of Peter, like, did she tell her like why how this happened or why this happened so she has a little bit of closure?
I don't think she
Because
ever did.
really, you don't want to look at the photos and like it's the same fucking lady. Like, look at it. She's always at the background.
Yeah, it's a weird. Like she's like, I am one of the good pictures. Goodbye.
Conversation there. I look if my significant other died, and this crazy lady comes in and is like, I think I know why she died. And I'll be like, can you please leave? No, I need to look through your photos. No. No, it's not happening.
But I guess she's like, you know what? Who cares anymore?
Yeah,
He's,
who fucking cares? I guess. But I gotta love the that one detective
Mhm.
who's like, yeah, I'm gonna end this once and for all, and like he brought like like gas cans, and he was ready to burn down the fucking.
I like how he brings gas
I,
can, but not his weapon. His a gun or something.
I don't think you can kill these things. I think they know like it's a demon. I can't shoot this fucking thing.
Sure,
I
that's
need to
fair.
bring some incense or like holy water or like cross
I
or
don't think
Buddha.
you respond. Do they respond to crosses? Once in another country, like the Japanese ghosts respond to like,
I don't know if they have an aerial code or something. Like, oh, you're in Japan. These don't work on demons here.
like the power of Christ compels you, and the demon's like, Nani?
No, then you bring out beads, and they're like, ah.
Sure.
Okay.
That might be a
But
bit too far, but sure.
Yeah, no, man. Like, I don't. Like, one question to that one detective though. Like, really, would you like knowing the backstory? You know that there are ghosts here and unexplained murders.
Look into the bathtub.
No. He saw the kid who's like drowning. I was like, ah, okay, there we go. That's a sign. All right, taking out the gas can. All right. I would have lit this place ablaze with me in it. No, there's an actual like there's a scene in the Ju-on Origin show where there's this writer or journalist, and he was looking into the house, and when he found out about the curse of it, if you have a child, the curse passes down. It doesn't matter if you're in the house or not. If you have the curse and you say have a child, the curse is on that child as well. And I gotta say the lore in the Ju-on story is really really fucking good.
Mm.
I really suggest anybody who's a fan of this series to look it up.
And it wasn't
Oh,
until sorry, it wasn't until I was in college where I found out how the Grudge makes it sound and why it sounds that way. It's like because her
I
neck's
hate
broken.
yeah, her neck got snapped.
That sound is creepy as
Yeah,
fuck.
well, okay. The first part, your mic picked it up, but then your mic like just said no. Yeah, it didn't pick it up.
The mic went plus I went.
There, it's doing it again. It's not picking it up.
But
But
like,
okay,
stop it. I'm gonna leave.
but yeah, that's the story of how she makes a sound. Is that her neck snapped,
Yeah.
and that's actually pretty interesting. I like how Japanese people make their horror, and they put little bits of detail on why these things are like this.
That's such a brutal scene though. Like just snaps her
Where he
neck
just snaps
in
her
front
neck.
of the kid, and she's still somewhat alive. And her eyes are like,
I don't like that.
yeah. I mean, it's like, ugh.
But yeah, like if ever you step into the house and you have a kid, the kid will be, cursed as well, and he will die prematurely.
Mhm.
So the journalist, he has a wife, and they both agreed that we're not gonna have a children. The curse dies with me, and the wife was like, okay. It's like, wow, cool.
Commitment.
That's
man.
commitment right there. She loves you. And I don't know, like, and it is kind of freaky because, again, in that story, if you really step inside that house, that's it. It's a death sentence. And I kind of like that story. I really do, because you see these people live out their lives, knowing that they're not gonna make it to 80. And I was like, damn, that's cool.
The scene I found very effective was where Karen was with in the flashback with the husband, where he's investigating the house, and like he notices blood on the cabinet, and like as he's opening it, I was like, "Is there going to be a jump scare?" And then it's just the body falling down, and then you
Yeah.
see the kid playing with the dad. Who, I think it's implied he hung himself after the crimes he did.
Yeah, he did. He hung himself on the stairs. I don't know why it was in the kids' room.
I don't know too.
Yeah.
But the dad's like, where do I place the body now? I guess it's gonna go here.
Good enough. Like right there. But you gotta love how the Peter character, he sees a dead body, he's shocked. He was like, I gotta get the kid. His mom's dead. Never mind. Like he opens the door and it's like, oh my god.
Like, no.
He starts stumbling down the stairs. I'm like, why? What's wrong? Oh. That's why. And yeah, we pretty much get to the last scene where Karen does her final sacrifice.
Poor Doug, though.
I feel bad for Doug. I mean, the dude was like very one-dimensional.
Yeah,
like they had that one sweet scene where she was like, "Oh, look at the cemetery." Okay, and
Uh,
then that's pretty much it.
um, I don't get it though. Why would does the grudge paralyze you with fear? They can't, fight back.
That's the weird thing about the Jew on Ghost. You don't know how it works. For some reason, you're just can't move, or you're paralyzed, or it just gets you. It could put your hand behind your hair while you're showering.
Oh, that seems creepy. But yeah, I again like with you, the kid. Like if Juan started doing that to me, I'm like, again, not condoning violence against women and children, but I'd be like, go away, please, get out.
Go away. Look, we're not condoning violence to anybody, but spirits that are after us.
Sure.
Like, okay, if you're a child spirit and you're starting to haunt me, I'm gonna punch you like a football. Like, I'm sorry to any ghost spirit that's watching this video, but we will deck you if you come after us.
Like the one behind you?
All right, let's go.
No. But yeah, he's paralyzed with fear and not sure what she does to him. Like, did she suck his soul out or what's happening?
The kiss of death. I
Because
don't
of
know.
that, I don't know. And then she does it
I,
to Buffy, and Buffy has the lighter, and she's like, "Bitch, please." And
I'm like, I love how she's like,
no, her movements when she's getting closer to your face is like kind of reminds me of an overly excited dog trying to lick your face. It's like, no, boy or girl, down,
okay.
down.
These are the scenes I love the makeup artists for
Mm.
this movie because I love it when they make a ghost so scary that you want to just like when the scene pops up, you're like,
Hmm.
is it? Oh no, it's not done. Okay, it's not done yet. All right, we're good. Okay, it's the characters now. Because dude, every time she was like getting up close, like right here, and her eyes were bleeding, and there's
Mhm.
blood in her mouth, and her skin's all white. I was like, oh,
That's the height of terror.
is
Right
it?
there.
Is it over? Is it over? No, it's not over. Stop looking at her, please. Yeah.
Uh, but Karen survives and is in the hospital. I don't know how she survives. Really?
It's also kind of weird because she comes out bruised. She came
Yeah.
from a fire. She's supposed to have burn marks. Why does she have bruises?
Maybe the ghost and Juan protected her. I don't know.
I ain't done with you yet.
And then when they see, they bring her to see uh, Doug's corpse. Like, see the hand falls. Like, oh, I guess it's not over. How many minutes do we have left? Oh, I guess it is over.
Yeah, and she's like right behind her. And I'm like, huh.
Huh. I guess we don't need
Huh.
to know what happens next.
Okay. I don't like those kind of movies, in my opinion. Doesn't matter how good the build-up is. If the main character or say all of the characters just die, for me, like, what's the point of the movie?
So you don't like Logan?
Hey, no. Okay. If Logan died, Xavier died, the kid died, and all the other orphans died, that's kind of shitty ending. Oh,
Sure.
but the kids survived, and they're gonna tell the story and the warnings of like that one guy with a robot arm. Um, I don't like it when the movie pretty much kills everybody.
I get you, but like, for me, if it's done right, like, I'll give it to the movie. Like, if it's done right, like, alright, I get what you're trying to do. It's a bold statement to not have everyone survive. Like, kind of like, The Mist, where it's like, god damn, it's a sad ending.
See, no, not everybody died. The dad died. Well, mostly
Oh.
he's the cause of everybody else's deaths. No,
Yeah.
but this is why I like the show a little bit more compared to this movie. Is because the journalist who we follow throughout the story, who's trying to investigate the Juon case, he survives, but not for long. You know what's gonna happen, but he doesn't die in the movie. He's gonna tell the story of Juon and the warnings of do not go into this house.
Hmm.
But with Karen, she's like, the boyfriend dead. Ah, like,
I get what you're meaning. What do you mean?
Yeah,
But
yeah. It's just a little gripe with horror movies when they kill everybody off.
mm,
Like, what is the point of watching the movie and the suspense of if will they survive or not? It,
yeah, I got you. Okay.
yeah, yeah.
Um, but yeah, throughout the movie, I was like, I'm kind of not invested. Even when Karen was like, I could care,
Neither was I.
I could care less.
I was more biased to the lore and
Yeah,
the story.
I was like, when's the next Grudge scene? Can we just please move towards that? Or cat
Mm.
voicing, please. Um,
Cat voicing.
but yeah, some one of those horror movies where it's hyped up, but then you watch it, you're like, I don't get it. Like, what do you call that movie? Paranormal Activity. Like the first few is like, I'm bored out of my mind. Once the scary stuff about to happen.
No, no, nothing scary. Like a vase falling off a shelf.
Hmm.
But yeah, we were pretty much at the end of the movie, and
Yeah.
like I don't know, any other gripes, any other praises that you want to give this movie?
Just average for me.
It's just average.
Yeah.
So yeah, I have a lot of gripes too with this movie. Too
Hmm.
much white people.
So can't you just tell them that cast
I mean,
authentic Japanese people, please?
then okay. No, I mean, then somebody could make the argument of just watch the original because that's what they want.
Yeah, yeah, and then you can make the argument too. It's like they had to cast Sarah Michelle Gellar, otherwise no one would watch this. You know,
That's true.
she's the biggest draw, I would think.
Well,
Of the movie.
this was like marketed towards the U.S. audience.
Yeah,
I
like
get it.
kind of like why that's the ultimate reason why Scarlett Johansson is the lead in Ghost in the Shell. Why is she in that? Because it's Scarlett Johansson, and that brings in money. There's no other reason. Am I wrong? Am I right?
No, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. It's still a shit movie.
It is. But like people are like, I don't get why she's in there. It's like to make money. It's Scarlett Johansson. That's the other
like,
reason.
I mean,
Yeah.
there are other good like. You could have gotten that girl who played the Mantis.
Yeah, but is she drawing as much people as Scarlett Johansson? You know what I mean?
I guess.
I mean, not, of course, there's nothing wrong with casting authentic Asian people, but like, from the business perspective, it's like
everybody, boo Enzo, boo Enzo. He's a
Well,
racist.
How dare you? But from this perspective, the studio is like, we need someone to draw, to give us the biggest bucks, because we don't have any faith in this movie, because animated movies turned live adaptations have a horrible track record. We've seen those, so
Mm.
let's just cast Scarlett Johansson. Maybe we'll get a lot of money. Doesn't justify why they casted her in it. It's like
I
really.
mean, there are other like Asian actresses.
Again,
who
does
are-
it bring in the big bucks though?
Yeah, there are some. Lucy Liu.
Uh,
She doesn't. I don't think she acts anymore though. I don't know.
yeah, we can have a whole discussion about this some other time. Of like, do all those actors really bring the big bucks of people like, ooh, it's Scarlett Johansson. Maybe I will see it.
Hmm. But yeah, that's pretty much it. And yeah, what would you rate this movie?
A 6.
Damn, you stole my number.
um,
Alright, fine, fine.
I just like the grudge scenes. The characters are fine. The story's fine too. It's investing like into Japanese lore, but if that's the only thing, if the monsters and the last of the movie is all the movie has to offer, it's like, do I really want to watch it again? Not really.
Okay, fine. Honest opinion. As I was watching this movie, sure, I gave it a lot of praise for me being biased to it, but now being a little bit more, thinking it through. I would give this a 5.
Okay.
Now that I think about it, the characters are all bland,
Yeah.
except for the ghost, because you want to know more about the ghost. This is what I like about it. Is that you want to know more of the lore, but they don't give you enough of the story, which makes you want to watch the next movie and kind of get it. But everybody here was so cut and paste. Karen was just any typical girl that you could get.
Could have been anyone.
Could have been anybody. Doug. I mean, his name's Doug. And like Bill Pullman as Peter was like the only intriguing character, but he was there for like 3 minutes.
Hmm.
5 minutes combined with him jumping off the building. Uh,
Sure.
but like, that's pretty much it. You just wanted to be scared, but the story isn't there. You're not immersed into the world.
Yeah.
It's it doesn't capture you like how other horror movies do. But yeah,
Yeah.
I still like this movie and will rewatch it if ever I'll have like I have somebody who doesn't watch horror movies that much and they want to try something. I'm like, all right, sure, watch The Grudge. I could watch this with you without getting scared. Maybe I don't know.
It's a good starter, maybe. Sure, like we'll start off light and then we'll go do the heavier stuff soon. You know.
Nah, just Conjuring right there.
I have a question though. What's more terrifying to you, Western horror or Asian horror?
Asian horror, hands down. Asian horror, way scarier.
Have
Like,
you seen the mythical creatures of the Philippines? Fuck that. Fuck that noise.
Hell, fuck no. What you got a what's a Wendigo? I don't know what it is. It's like a skinny person who wears like people's skins or something.
Hmm.
But like, yeah, sure. We got like a lady bat who cuts herself in half to eat other babies
With her tongue, no less.
with her tongue. So I'm like,
We
what
have
you got?
we have horse people too.
Yeah. Oh, we got an eight. Okay, we're trashing the Western.
Yeah, Western horror is fine, but like Asian horror is like
yeah, it's fine.
Asian horror is another level. That's
Okay,
all I'll
okay.
say.
Which would you be scared of? A Confederate ghost with a beard and a pipe at the side of the corner, or a little girl wearing all white and her hair's just like. I'm asking the people, not you. I know what you're scared of.
like oh no, racist.
Oh my god, he wants slaves.
How dare you,
Yeah.
sir? He
Yeah.
already lost. Get that through your head, please, Mr.
But,
Ghost.
yeah.
Yeah, we have the lady of what's the name of the drive?
Baleta Drive.
Yeah, like I would take that. I would take the Confederate ghost any day over that. Like fuck that. Where are you, sir? Let's fight.
I mean, I don't know. I think Asian horror just hits way more different.
Way close
Like,
to
Asian
home.
horror, yeah, way too close to home. Because again, we're right here.
Yeah, we have a dragon that eats the moon. It's like, oh,
I thought it was a fish.
fish, fish. There we go.
Yeah, it's like a gigantic koi.
Yeah.
I don't know if that counts as horror. That's mythology.
It still eats the moon though. Anyway, before we get way sidetracked, where let's take us home, Jomar.
All right.
As you
So, yeah,
wanted to add something to
nah,
Asian horror.
nah. We've already trashed the Westerners enough.
I like vampires though. Vampires are cool.
We got vampires too.
Yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, anyway, yeah, Enzo, where can they find you?
You can find me on Instagram and Twitter. The links are down below, and you can find us at facebook.com/geeksanddegenerates. And if you want to talk to us, hang out with us, we have a Discord community. We're
Yes, we
fun
do.
people, very exciting, you know.
Yeah.
We're hip with the kids.
Anyway.
You
Ooh.
stop.
Okay, sorry, forgive us for that. But yes, you can find me at Jump on Instagram, GOM, all caps, and I like to do art. And please do wear a mask. And sorry for the tangents. Please do wear a mask. Social distance. We're almost done. Get vaccinated. Register to vote. Why not? And yeah, we'll see you all, you geeks and degenerates, next time.